Okay, good viewers, I've restored this STC valve radio, polished it up, get some light in the subject, get some lightage on there. Model A410 I think, A4110 or A410 this one. Made a dial point, I had some folded bit of metal and a zip tie. Sort of, I didn't have any white zip ties, but I made a dial point, I restrung the dial, got some good quality knobs for it. It's all restored now, works quite well. And this remnants of this Precedent radiogram. Slimmed down the cabinet, took the door off it, and I was going to make a top and a back cover for it. And the thing for found it, they never had the speakers, so I found a good vintage speaker in my stash. So it'll 6x9 there. I have a vintage TV that's been I picked it. I think it was a vintage TV or something about ages of years ago. Had it for ages, this one. I couldn't find the right speaker for this thing because you need to have a, for what these are, you need a specific speaker to make it sound nice and loud and clear. So most of these aren't working. Well, they would have worked, but it has to be matches a true authenticity. This is probably what the original speaker would have looked like when this was 100% as a radiogram. But this speaker performs very well with this. It's a good match. So I'm happy with it, because the other speakers I had, it just wasn't loud enough. It just didn't suit. It was too quiet. But this speaker is a good candidate. I've also restrung this dial. Just got to find a pointer for it and get the globes to work. Good old John Farnham, the shortwave. Very loud, it's good. Nice and punchy, nice and loud, which I like. Nice and loud, which is what I like. Plenty loud now. Good old John Farnham. This thing works very well. I set the antenna up there like that, round it up and put it like that. I'm going to get some wood the same as that, some plywood. I've got some lying around somewhere. Take that off and just cut it to shape, sit it on top, or maybe I can make it so the speaker sits in there and clears all this to the back of it. It's quite a large speaker. I might have to put it offset just so it sits this. Yeah, I think I can really put it there. I can really put it there, can't I? Like that. It's a bit tight. Gee, it'd be a tight fit. Might have to make a thing to raise it up a little bit. It's not going to look good though, because that speaker really does perform nicely. If I box a speaker in with this, make it like something like this, for example, custom make a nice cabinet top, enclose the top with that speaker in it, this thing's going to be a very nice radio. As I said, well, I got this from the guy I got it from. The rest of it's long gone, so I've found similar ones that look like this on Google, but this one differs slightly, so I'm going to get to check that exactly what model this one actually was. But it's got I think it's 6B4, 6HU5, 6BD7, 6BH5. I think that's a 6BE6, I think. Yeah, 6BE6. Similar to a Chrysler 1181 valve layout, so it's late 50s this. But those valve descriptions will someone put me in the right direction what model it is, and that's where the radiogram would have plugged in, the input. So I might utilise that for some sort of Bluetooth auxiliary input, so very handy. Anyway, I need a minimum things to get it back going again. I found it's not a logarithmic pot, but it's a tone control pot. It's the right length and dimensions to fit there, but it's not a logarithmic pot though, so it doesn't really do anything. Not much difference there, so Vicky Don't Lose a Number, that's a good song. Vicky Don't Lose a Number, that's a good song. Anyway, this thing's and this also is very punchy as well. It's the late 70s. Same would have come with 4 speakers. This is very punchy. Well, these there's Plessy speakers inside these enclosures. They're Plessy guitar amp speakers. They're not high. They're low end, not high range, not full range. But with this thing on AM radio, they sound friggin' awesome and punches the windows out. These old things perform extremely well if you come across these. They're well worth fixing up and restoring. They perform like a proper radio should. Not much powerful wattage speaker music wise, but gee, they're better than today's garbage. And that came from the same place this came from. Nice old stereo, HTV radiogram. This is the late 50s. Got the cassette turntable restored. That all works. Just got to get a stylus for it. Yeah, these perform nicely. These are made when AM radio was at its peak, and boy, it's really nice to have. It's not much music power behind these, but they're designed pretty well. They're nice and punchy. All miniature valves. I think it's a 6GW8 audio output valve. Looks like 1066. Okay, 66. I can't be right. No, 10-66. Don't know. They can't be October 1966. Could be. But it's not used as valves. So most of them are all solid state by then. Anyway, maybe it is. Maybe they kept the valves for a bit longer for some radios for some reason, because I know a lot of them by that time they were all solid state. Anyway, I fixed up one similar to this for a customer about 5 years ago. This is the same one. That's just like that one. That same model. That's like that one. Just got to get to source the rest of the knobs. That's how I got it. Just had 2 knobs. But anyway, they that's just an AM one. This is just AM FM. It's a shortwave. Which is pretty cool. Shortwave. I get a bit of Chinese listening on this some nights. Anyway, thanks for watching.